Dallas On Air. 17 years of real talk, real stories, and real Dallas. From the heart of Texas to the ears of the world. This is Dallas On Air.
You tune it in to Funky Disposition, where menopause meets the mood swings. Real talk and good vibes. Hope, hot flashes, cold truths, it's a funky ride. Let's talk menopause and take it all in stride.
Hello, and welcome to Funky Disposition. I am Trina Stoker, and I am your host for Funky Disposition, Menopause Moods. And today we are talking about brain fog. And I have my special guest, Odetta Jeffries. But first and foremost, I always want to give thanks to God. Thank you for just creating this show, helping me, giving me this idea to create this show. And without him, I would be nothing. And without him, I would fail. And with him, everything is possible. So I thank God for this. So I am going to now introduce you all to Odetta Jeffries. So hello, Odetta. How are you?
I'm good.
Awesome.
I'm good.
Well, I guess tell us a little bit about yourself before we get started and whatever you want to tell or share. And hey, just take it away.
Okay. So first of all, I want to say thank you, Trina, for inviting me to be on this platform. And I just want to say for creating this platform for ordinary women like myself to talk about this chapter of life that we're in, menopause.
Oh.
So I just want to say thank you for that, for the Funky Disposition. Yes. So creating the community for us. So I'm very thankful for that. And for me, I'm a proud 55-year-old woman. Very proud to say that. Yes. And so I'm not ashamed at all of my age, not at all. But I tell you, this chapter of menopause, whew. So I'm not originally from Dallas, but I've been here probably over 12 years now. I grew up in Virginia, and I lived a short time in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and then got here to Dallas. So
cheesehead.
Yes. Oh, yes. So, and some people say I do have brain fog because I'm a Packers fan.
Oh, no.
Down here in Cowboy land. So they're like, what's wrong with you? But no, I'm a loyal Packer fan. So, yep.
Okay. So
Yep.
you did introduce yourself, and I thank you for that. And so what I would like to know is tell us about your experience with menopause.
So, for me, growing up, I guess, you always hear different things about menopause. And I guess really my conversation or my knowledge really of menopause was like in my early 40s. Not that I was experiencing any symptoms, but it was just the conversation was turning just because I knew that was like down the road for me. And so just starting to learn what symptoms would be and start to pray like, I don't want those.
Yes.
I'd be like, oh, I don't want that to happen, but trying to familiarize myself some of the changes that could be happening probably within the next few years.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
So when did you first start noticing symptoms of brain fog?
Ooh. Well, actually, when I turned 50, it seemed like that just opened the gate for everything. Probably about 52, 53, that's when I started noticing some things I was forgetting. Definitely at the workplace was where I first noticed. And that was, I worked more like an administrative role where multitasking is huge.
Wow.
So you relying on a lot of information and making sure that some things are carried out. So when you start going to someone and you forget, like why you standing there trying to tell them something and the next second it's like totally gone, that was first signs for me. And then on a personal level, one that come to mind is my hair appointments.
Oh. She ain't lying, y'all. This child will forget a hair appointment and call me the day of. Do I have a hair appointment?
Yes.
Yes, baby, you got a hair appointment today,
Yes.
like in a few minutes.
Right. Yep.
So yeah.
So that actually was like a trick, something that made me think like, okay, something's not right. Because I would write it down,
Right.
I would put it on my calendar, and I still would forget that I had an appointment. But something would trigger, like I'll call you in the morning, like, hey, Trina, I need to make an appointment. And you was like, yeah, you already have one, you
Yes.
know? So those were things like that made me think, okay, yeah, those were like things that made me realize
That
brain
you was in
fog is
brain
real.
fog. Oh my gosh. Y'all, it is real. I think I started identifying with brain fog probably 50, 51, more of 52, which I am 52 now. And oh my gosh, y'all, just forgetting things. Just you go in one room, you end up circling back around. You're going around in circles in your house, and you're just like, oh my God, what am I going in here for? What I pick my phone up for?
Right.
Okay, I just picked up this fork for something. What I pick it up for? You didn't pick it up to eat, but you picked it up for something. So yeah, it's very real, y'all.
Yes.
So how would you describe what brain fog feels like?
For me, it's kind of like where, you have your thought or what you want to say, what you want to do, and within seconds, it's like totally gone. Like you have no reference point, like why I'm here. So it's frustrating, especially from in the workplace, and just when you have a role that you have to rely on the knowledge. But it's like you could be talking, and like I said, within seconds, the thought is gone. And sometimes I have to actually go back and sit down where I got the original thought.
Yes.
I feel like I always tell my friends, I was like, I have to go back and catch the thought again. So I will have to go back to that area and then sit there for a minute, and then it'll come back. And then I can proceed on to what I need to do.
If you can remember where
Oh,
you started from.
Well, that's true too. That happens sometimes too. But usually I go back to the starting point, to my starting place.
Well, you pretty good to get back to the starting point, because I just like blank
Okay.
stare, because
Gotcha.
it's just like, okay, where did I start from? I don't even remember.
Right.
Which is true. If you start from where you started from, it normally would click something, but a lot of ladies it doesn't. It just
Yeah.
it's gone.
Right.
It's pretty much gone.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's true.
So how has brain fog affected your daily life and work?
So I guess kind of like what I was saying, definitely the work thing is, especially when I have to go in front of my, my higher ups or my bosses, and that situation happens where, I kind of forget. I shouldn't say forget, but I lose my train of thought, or the reason that I'm coming to them. That would be probably the most frustrating or embarrassing. And then also in the workplace where you have younger people who may not understand what is going on.
Yes.
So, trying to hold that all together too. So, but the other thing that I think that I do to combat some of it, like when I go to a mall or a shopping center, I park my car at the same side. So if it's a store that I go to all the time, I make sure I park on that side. So I was like, I know my car is over here somewhere. So if I have to ever tell someone, I'd be like, oh yeah, it's over here somewhere.
Oh my God.
So I do that. I do that just to make sure, I can always find my car.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have had to take a picture before
Oh,
to
okay.
try to remember where I put my car at. One time, I thought my car was towed. I know I parked in the right place.
Yes.
Could not find my car for nothing.
That's a scary feeling.
Walked around and just beep, 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 and I hear it, but I
yeah.
can't find it. So it is a scary feeling. That at that point, I think I thought I was losing my mind.
Yes.
Or am I
Yep.
too stressed about something where it's just like I just forgot where I was going or what? So yeah.
Yes. So that's just something I learned. I was like, I'm parking on the same side every time. And if I can, I'll try to park the same spot.
Yes.
But I do park on the
Yes.
same side of the store every time. So yeah. So I don't have that feeling.
Good gosh.
Yeah.
I can say for my one of my things at work, I had a serious brain fog at work. I had a client that I've been doing for like 20 years. And for the life of me, I couldn't remember that lady's name for nothing. I was just looking at her like, I know you, but I cannot remember your name. Y'all, I had to go over to my books, look at my books, just to find her name, to identify who she was. Know this lady, inside and out. But I just couldn't remember her name. The brain fog is real, y'all.
Yes.
It's nothing wrong with you. You're not crazy. As I stated many times before, you're not crazy. It just makes you just go to another level. You, at some point in time, you think, oh, okay, I'm losing it, or am I getting Alzheimer's early, dementia early? But you're really not. It's just part of menopause. Yes, perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause. You seem to deal with this type of thing, and this is just one of the moods of menopause. So I guess my next thing I want to ask you is, did you find it impact? How did you find it impacted your memory, focus, or decision making the most?
I think it was more my memory focus. Remembering like the basic, how to spell a word, and totally forgetting how to spell a word. And then the focus, sometimes I have to sit and be quiet and just kind of refocus myself. But yeah, it's definitely the memory for me.
Wow.
Yeah, for instance, like today, I'll share my brain fog moment today.
Uh-oh.
So I'm getting ready to get here, and luckily I wasn't too far, but my notes that I wanted to take with me to bring here, they were at home on my table.
Ooh.
So I worked all day, all hard to make sure I had that, and I looked at my purse, I was like, oh, okay. So I had to turn around and go home and get my notes.
Oh no. Oh no.
And so, right? So, and I was like, I was doing good. I was like, because I was thinking as I was preparing for this that, like, the last 30 days I've been doing good. Well, I had a rain fog today. So,
Oh, shoes. Yeah.
so yeah.
So as you see, this is real life thing.
Oh, yes.
Like right here in the flesh, brain fog. With myself, I deal with money all day long with my other business, and for whatever reason, I forgot how to count. And I was sitting there trying to subtract something. Yeah, I had to go back to elementary days where I had to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 10, and count it up to end up being able to understand what I was counting because my brain just cut off. Y'all, when I tell you it's something real with this brain fog, it is very much something real. So were there any embarrassing or frustrating moments are you willing to share besides you lift your notes at home?
I know, right? So I would say the one was at work. I mean, it's really work related, and just being around the younger generation, and when you forget, that's just embarrassing to me. And I know it's nothing I could do about that. But I would say that was probably the most embarrassing, just in a meeting or where you kind of went blank, or where I kind of went blank. So actually this is probably educational to a younger generation too, that when you have older people that work in with you, that sometimes it's not that they don't know, it's just they just probably forgot. The brain fog.
Yes.
Brain fog.
Yes. It really is brain fog.
Yes.
Gentlemen, if your ladies look like she is staring into space, and if you asked her something and she just looked like she really trying to calculate up the answer, she really is, because you can ask something like, for instance, somebody asked me something, and I know the word, but I just can't get the word out. You know the word. You have the word just like in your head, but it just won't come out.
Right.
So, gentlemen, please have some mercy and some grace on your ladies, because they're trying to figure it out. This is a big thing that we're trying to figure out, and it's not easy. It's really frustrating because it makes you think that something is wrong with you. It's really not, but you don't know which way to go on it. So please be easy, please.
Patience.
Have you tried any treatments or lifestyle changes that helped improve your brain clarity?
So yes, I have. The first big one I say for myself is that I stopped watching the news. And I chose to do that. So it's probably about 3+ years now that I haven't. I really was a news junkie because I would sit there, look at the news, and then look at the late night shows that just talked about what was on the news before.
Yes.
So that was a big deal for me. And the reason I chose to do that was to be clear,
Okay.
to be just mindful of where I am in my space. So to me, that kind of helped me stay positive, stay clear-minded. I even gave up some TV shows I used to watch just to kind of stay on a positive note. So for me, that's a big deal as far as staying clear-minded, mindful. So I, as far as the news go, like something might go across my phone, so I kind of stay in touch with the news.
Right.
But I don't sit and watch like I have done years before.
Okay.
So I don't do that anymore. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. I guess you never think about that, how the news could affect you in whatever type of way. But I guess if you get focused on that so much that whatever else that you need to focus on, it could affect it. So,
So it's just mind clearing, and just, I mean, there's other things that I do. I do take ashwagandha. That helps with my memory and focus, and I have seen the benefits of that.
okay.
It's just it's a supplement. But yeah, those are like two things that I purposely done to kind of help just keep my mind clear and not so stressful.
Oh, wow. So are there any other supplements you tried or any foods that you had to delete or added, any routines that made a noticeable difference?
So I was on a good path where I was walking. Being outside for some reason helps me, like with nature, does so much like a relief. So I try and do that, and then the ashwagandha, and then I try to do intermittent fasting. So just kind of like just being mindful of what I eat.
Yes.
But nothing too major.
Okay.
That's kind of what I do.
I know for myself, I sometimes delete sugars because sugars can really affect our body in a very negative way. So I know I've deleted some sugars, breads. What else? Go for walks. That does help a lot.
Oh, yes.
That helps a lot because you really clearing your mind. Yoga, meditation, different things like that can really help you and kind of get your brain back to where it needs to be. Doing like word puzzles, that helps a lot. Anything that stimulates your brain and gets your cognitive going, that helps a lot with the brain fog. So if y'all try those different things, that'll be helpful. If it's anything that y'all tried, hey, hit me up here on Facebook and let me know, or YouTube and let me know what you have tried, and we can just relate it out to other people so they can be able to try these things out also. What else? Foods. I think I talked about the foods that I deleted. Then supplements. Supplements I tried was Estrapals. I'm not a pill taker, so I'm going to say that I started taking it, and I guess it was working. I didn't give it a chance, so I really stopped taking it. I am not good on taking pills, y'all. So if it's something liquid, I'll drink it. But if it's nasty liquid, I'm not going to really drink it. So I'm trying to do supplementing with like different healthy foods, looking up different foods that will be able to help me in such a way. So that, yeah.
I'm with you, Trina. I'm not a pill taker either. So if it's liquid or a gummy or something like that, that works for me.
Yes.
That works well for me.
Oh my gosh. Did you explore or thinking of exploring any holistic or alternative remedies like meditation, acupuncture, anything like that?
What I do at night, I do meditations at night. So I do more like some subconscious meditation. So I do that every night. There's some days where I come home from work and I sit for like 10 to 15 minutes in total quietness. So I kind of like de-stress. Again, I feel like that calms my mind or my brain.
Yes.
So that has been very, very helpful from a stress standpoint and even from a memory or focus standpoint. The brain fog, that helps me stay mindful. So I have enjoyed the meditations at night. So I just put on my earphones,
Yes.
like right when I go to bed. And some of them you can just fall asleep.
Yes.
And it just kind of like take you on to a natural, comfortable, restful rest.
Yes.
So, yeah,
Very
so I
good.
do those. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
I know myself. I've tried the. I will do medication. I mean, meditation. I'm working 6 days a week, and I listen to a lot of things from clients and hear a lot of things that they're saying. And so once I get off, when I go home, my home is my sanctuary. So I go home and it's just nice and quiet. And at that point in time, I'm just trying to de-stress. And with de-stressing, I'm either praying or I'm listening to some worship music or meditating or just quiet and just being in the presence of God. So that helps a lot with me to get myself back together. Or even falling asleep with a sermon on until I'm just out. Yes. And that just helps me a lot to just bring myself back down. So a lot of times we are too busy in our head, so we got a lot going on. And with having a lot going on, we just like trying to remember that, and you're trying to remember life, and then you're trying to remember whatever your thoughts is. So it's a lot, y'all. It can be a lot. Yeah. So trying these different things to try to bring yourself back down to where you can just think, that helps a lot. How has brain fog affected your confidence or your self-esteem?
I would say when it first happened, I was embarrassed. But now that I kind of recognize what it is, it's a better process just because I've made some changes. But yes, definitely was. It was embarrassing.
Yeah,
it was embarrassing.
Yes,
so.
Did you think it affected your self-esteem? Did you feel like what you, besides embarrassed, what you think it?
Actually, I would say no, not my self-esteem, just because I recognize that it's part of the chapter I'm in. So I'm just going along with the journey. Go along with this journey.
Oh Lord. On my end, I wouldn't say it was affected my confidence, but it do kind of put a little damper on you because you're kind of wondering what's going on. But this was before I found out that I was in full menopause.
Right.
It will make you wonder what's going on. Am I just not able to think? Like I said, y'all, I thought I was starting to have like early dementia or Alzheimer's or something, and I was just like, oh Lord, they're finna go put me somewhere, and I'm not going, but they're gonna have to put me somewhere to try to get this brain to working or whatever. It make you think, man. It's not a joke when I say this, man. Again, gentlemen, listen, ask your woman, ask them what's going on. If they're having a moment or something, or they can't remember, if they get frustrated or start crying about it, really just try to be gentle with them and ask them what's going on. How can I help you? What can I do to ease this? Because it is something that it can really work on us, and it really can work on your self-esteem, your confidence, and whatnot. So please, even another woman to another woman, lift that woman up and let them know that, hey, I got you. I know what you're going through. Hey, I tried this before. You try this. Or, hey, I know this exercise will help you with your brain, or do some more reading or whatever that you all ladies have tried. Try to help another lady along. Don't down talk them or anything like that. We all in this together, and we really need to try to help each other. This is why this podcast is here, so we can be able to help each other. So did you ever worry that it was something more serious, like early dementia? I said it
I
was to
know.
me.
So I have to admit, yes. I mean, early on, because you kind of get this scare, like, okay, I'm not remembering things. Like, what does this mean? Because at first I did not know that brain fog was a symptom of menopause. Not until I was going through and kind of actually experienced it, and then kind of dug a little deeper and found out that it is one of the symptoms. So, yes, I was nervous that it was something else. But then when I realized, okay, it's just something we have to kind of like manage. Kind of have to manage.
Yeah, you do have to manage it.
Because I don't think it's going to go away. I think it does. I think you just have to learn how to manage it and have some different tools to help you get through it. That's how I feel. So I know I don't know if that's scientific, but that's just kind of how I feel. Like you just have to get those tools in place.
How do you stay emotionally grounded with this?
So for me, I use this this mantra or this thing is gratitude. Staying gratitude. I use that. That's my attitude.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's kind of where I come from. I have a quote on my wall at home, and it says, "All good things come from gratitude." So I see that every day, and so that's kind of where it helps me stay mindful,
Okay.
staying in the moment. So that keeps me grounded. That keeps me grounded, as well as there's a scripture, Philippians 4:8, and it talks about, finally, brother, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there's any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. So that is a scripture that I think about daily, and that also keeps me grounded and keeps me thinking on positive things, not the negative.
Yes. yes.
So it just keeps me thinking of the lovely things, the pure things, the honest things. So those are things that keep me grounded.
That's good. That's
Keep me
good.
grounded.
Also, I know some people do affirmations. Sometimes you have to really talk to yourself to bring yourself back up when you're going through these type of things or going through any symptoms of menopause, because it can tend to want to weigh on you. So just do anything to just bring yourself up. I mean, even if you need to go to the store, buy you a little outfit or something, or anything, go get your hair done, something, to bring yourself back up, because sometimes you have to do whatever it takes to ground yourself back down, because thinking about why I'm not remembering, it's a lot there. So did you talk about this symptom with any friends or family, and what was their reaction? Did they like, girl, nothing wrong with you, you just tripping, just going crazy? Or was it like, oh my God, she is losing her mind?
So I guess I found myself in a unique situation, Trina, because the circle that I'm in, I feel like we are kind of going through it the same.
Yes.
So that's why I feel like this community that you have created is very helpful, very much needed, because I think people they understand. So my immediate circle, no, they're full aware, and they have been helpful and not like thrown off like, what's wrong with her? They kind of understand what's happening. So I've been kind of blessed in that situation. So
Yes.
Yeah,
I'd say same here.
yeah.
My circle is like, you'll be surprised, a lot of women
Yes.
are going, it's just like it just popped out the air or something. Like a lot of women are going through this right now. Either peri, full, or post. And
Yes.
it's so funny. It's just like, okay, where does this come from? It's been here, but now people are more vocal about it. And I'm glad we're able to be vocal about it, to be able to
Right.
be around for each other. So it
Right.
does help a lot. I don't really think I told anybody except for, I told my mom. My mom laughed at me, y'all. My mama laughed at me. She told me, girl, I didn't have none of that stuff. I was like, well, good for you. I'm like, how you gonna help me then? But she just laughed. She said, no, you just gonna pray and get through it, and you're gonna be okay, and this and that. And so, I mean, I had pretty much was it. And then like my friends, that circle, they were very supportive because we all pretty much going through the same thing. I think I told a few male clients, and their ladies were going through it, and they're just like, "Oh, so this really is a thing." Yes, she's not making that stuff up. No, it's really real, y'all. So that was my reactions to when I told someone about it. I think I told my brothers about it, and they didn't, I don't think they really made a comment about it. Just like, oh, okay, so. And the person really don't know what to say or how to come at you when you
Right.
tell them that, and they're kind of like, oh, what do you want me to say about that? Oh, you menopausing, so yay. So they're like, what do you do? So what kind of support would you have liked during that time? Like during the time, I guess when you found out you had menopause, do you think about, oh, I wish I could have had more information or somebody coming in to me telling me this or even a podcast at that time when you first started? What kind of support would you have liked?
So definitely, I'm so, I guess not really, I guess I can say excited because there are more people talking about this now, and more people talking about their situations and the process and things what helps them. So I would definitely say, I guess we call a help group, or just the community. So again. This one is it's right on time. I know for me personally, I'm in the gist of my menopause. I think I'm like right in the middle. So like it's being full blown. So, but I guess the community, and just having people to talk to. And I mean, even like out in, celebrities and stuff, they're talking about it more.
Yes.
So there's a lot more information that is out there
Yes.
in regards to menopause that's been very helpful. So me personally, it's just the communication and talking about it and finding your community group.
Yes.
So
Yes. Do you think society downplays or misunderstands about menopause?
I would say
This part of menopause.
Yeah, I would say years ago, Trina, yes. Now I think people understand that this is real, that we go through a lot. And so I would say that I think they're realizing I wouldn't want to say severity of it, but the need to talk about it and not to be this taboo thing anymore. So I kind of like the way it's going.
Okay.
That more people feel comfortable talking about it. So
Okay. Gentlemen, again. So I talked to a gentleman about andropause, and we were having this discussion about the brain fog. And he told me, he's like, oh, we don't have stuff like that. Yeah, yes, sir, you do. I'm like, you have brain fog. I'm like, you might not want to admit that you have brain fog, but the men do too when they're going through their andropause. So I'm sorry, we all going through this together. So as the men want to call it, or as people want to call it, it's the what they call it for the men. Midlife crisis.
oh yes, oh yeah.
They like to say the men are going through midlife crisis. No, you're going through an andropause. Yeah, it's male menopause. I'm sorry. So I think that on that part of the society, some men don't understand that, yeah, this really is a real thing. And yes, you too can go through it. Just as a lot of women are in denial. I talk to a lot of women. Some women, they don't want to even be vocal about what's going on with them because they kind of ashamed what's going on. But it's nothing to be ashamed about. This is just a natural thing, and it's just something that we're going to have to go through. Some women, they don't have this symptom at all, and they just breeze on through it. I had one lady tell me that she had probably one symptom, and it might have been a hot flash, but she really didn't even know. She said she just kind of just walked on through it.
Wow.
And I'm like, wow, like, okay, well, that's good for you, because
Yes.
it's a lot of women that's not.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So what would you say to women who are just starting to experience brain fog?
I say give yourself grace. Give yourself, allow yourself to have quiet time, patience with yourself, and there's nothing wrong with you. Just, and just kind of learn to adapt some things that, like the quiet time, 10, 15 minutes, no music, no TV, and just kind of like recenter yourself, I guess, I would say. But definitely grace, and it's okay. And just, learn the tools that will help you manage and get through. Whether it's like some things I do, for me, I have a notepad by my bed. So like when I get up for those bathroom breaks, if I have a thought or something that I know that's kind of important, I jot it down. So I always keep like a notepad by my bed. So there's like certain tools that you'll come up for yourself, and just embrace those.
Yes.
Embrace this chapter.
Yes, yes.
Embrace this chapter.
Embrace this chapter. Full menopause, perimenopause, postmenopause. Like she said, keep a notebook, keep a journal. If you're having a thought and you know that it's going to leave you, write it down right then. Yeah. I pretty much have to write everything down in my appointment book. I write all my appointments down in my appointment book. I have to write what date, if it's this birthday's in this day or whatever. Oh, I got this graduation I need to go to. Oh, I have this and that. Even bill notes sometimes. Oh, I need to pay this bill on this day or whatever. I really have to write those things down because you really will. It'll be on your mind 1 second and you'll forget. If your mind is a busy mind and life is lifing and you have children and while you're going through this and you have this over here and this over there, you will forget your thoughts from the, did I brush my teeth? Did I wash my face? Am I on my phone? But you on your phone. Did I put my glasses on? You got your glasses on. Oh, I can't find my glasses. Your glasses on your face. You will go through all of that stuff. So, like she said, have grace. Be kind to yourself. Don't think that there is anything wrong with you because there really isn't anything wrong with you. There is just the brain fog going on. It's just menopause going on. You're just menopausing. That's pretty much what it is. So, what else do you think you would say to women? That's pretty much it.
I think just stay mindful of your surroundings, and embrace the moment. Embrace your moments.
Okay. What's one thing you wish you had known about menopause and cognitive changes?
I think the menopause, that's a good question, Trina. And for me, would be like how all the symptoms. I mean, even there's like little things that you don't even know that will happen. Like the itchy skin, I didn't realize that. Things that I've never experienced before in my life. Until when I turned 50, it was just like, okay, where'd that come from? Or why is this happening? So that's why it's like good to be in the community because some of those things other people did experience, but it may not have been like one of those listed symptoms. You know, we know about the night sweats. We know about the hot flashes. We know about the low libido, you know. But like, not to be so, but like the itchy skin, the rashes that could happen, the clumsiness. And I think me and you had talked about this the other day, and I never realized, you know, like trying to put something in a bag, that was like a task. To do that. And I was like, what? And I never had a problem like that. So just like the coordination or, you know, so like those little things, but I never realized. But that's why talking about it, you know, other people say, oh yeah, that happens to me too. You know, so, but.
Yeah, when she said the clumsiness, y'all, for an hour one day at work, I just kept dropping stuff, pick it up, drop it. My client turned around, you okay? I'm like, yes. I just can't keep it in my hand. I don't know what's wrong with my hands. I'm like, you have a full grip on it, but it just keeps dropping. So you just like, okay, what's up with that? you have clumsiness, itchy skin, like she said. There's a section on my body that just keep itching, and I'm thinking something wrong with me, and there's nothing wrong with me.
Yes.
You put lotion on it. I start putting Neosporin Plus Pain. That helps for whatever reason. That helps and stops the itch.
Right.
And other people, they'll say they try Benadryl. I mean, it's just like, it's kind of like a deep itch that's inside of you. It's part of menopause, y'all. You just an itchy soul. But let me tell you, I told y'all last week that every now and then I get a hot flash. I'm pretty much get cold flashes. But when I do get a hot flash and I feel it for maybe a second, I am hot all inside of my body and just burning up. But baby, look here. I asked one of my clients, and I told her, I said, look here, sister. I said, let me ask you a question. Do you get sloshy booty after you get finished sweating? And she said, oh my God, yes. Y'all, sloshy booty is your whole body is sweating and wet in places that you don't think need to be wet. That's what sloshy booty is. So, sorry, men. If y'all some men watching, sorry, but that's what you get. And it's just your body just feel unfresh in all different places, and you don't want to feel like that, but it just kind of happens. So, sorry, y'all. It just does. But good thing they have a lot of different fresheners that women can use. So y'all just go and do that. Oh, I know our poor engineer is just like, oh my God. But it's true, y'all. This stuff happens, man. This type of stuff happens. And you think it's something wrong with you because you just like standing there and not feeling your freshness that you normally feel, but it happens. Like she said, the itchiness, the clumsiness. You can also like frozen shoulder.
Oh, yes.
Arm just jacked up, and you don't even know why you're in pain. You think that you slept on it wrong, and you really didn't. It's just you woke up like that. Sometimes you can wake up still sleepy, tired, and it's just because maybe your levels are not in the right level. Your hormone levels are down, and you need to go to your doctor and get those things checked. Your DHEA could be low. That's what happened with me. My DHEA was low, and I had to go get that checked and start taking it to bring my levels back up. So all these different things, ladies, if you haven't started and you want to know what it's about, this is some of what it's about. So each time I'm coming on this show, we're going to give you some real stuff. And yeah,
Yes.
you're going to get some real stuff. Oh my gosh. Do you think brain fog ever goes away, or do you think we just get better at managing it?
So I think that we get better at managing it. Unfortunately, I think that it's not going to go away just because we're getting older and we're going through a different chapter. So I think you have to find those things to manage it.
Yeah.
But I don't know 100%, but I just don't. I feel like it may decrease. I mean, I honestly can say I feel like mine decreased from when I first. I mean, there was times it was happening a lot more.
Oh wow.
Then, like today, like I was saying, I was thinking, oh, the last 30 days I haven't had. I felt like I was good, and then today I had, an episode.
Wow.
I call it an episode.
Yes.
It was my
It is an
episode.
episode. It is an episode. It really is an episode.
So, but I just think that, we just learn how to manage it.
Wow. Yeah.
So.
Also, y'all, if you don't mind me telling that she ended up having some hot flashes today, she said. And I think she was a little bit stressed about this show or whatnot. And I think we kind of figured out that stress will bring on hot flashes.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah.
But there you a tip right there. Stress can bring on hot flash. So try to keep yourself in a peaceful situation where you don't have to have no stress bringing on a hot flash.
For real. Yeah. Because I was like, I had been doing good with them, and it's like, oh, okay. And it's been all day. So.
I know for my post ladies, if you did have brain fog, and now you don't, do you say that it went away as your menopause went away, or is it that you probably were able to manage it? If so, chime in, let us know. If I don't answer anything on air, or go here and read the questions that you sent on air, I will answer them after we're off the air. So please don't worry about that. I will contact you. I guess, what's one mood, mantra, mindset that helps you feel empowered despite brain fog?
It's the attitude of gratitude.
The
for
attitude
me.
of gratitude.
That is my thing.
Yes.
Being thankful and grateful. So that's mine. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Thankful and grateful.
Positivity.
Yes, thank you, Trina. That's a good yes.
Yes.
For sure.
Positivity. That helps me a lot. I try to surround myself with positive people, positive things. I know that sometimes that you can't always be around a positive situation.
Right.
But I'd say in this age, I've learned to be able to navigate through those things now.
Right.
Where I can,
Yes.
better make it be in a more positive realm. So, yeah, y'all, try to stay out of stressful situations.
Yes.
Bless your heart, y'all. We love you, though. We love you. So, I think my thing is, I guess you would say my mantra is, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Where I am weak, he is strong. That really helps me, because there's times where I really do feel weak in this menopause, and it really helps to be able to say that, because you know that you have a God that's going to support you. You know that you have friends that's going to support you. You have family that's going to support you. For you ladies that's going through something, going through menopause, I really hope that you have a good relationship with God. I really hope that you have a good relationship with family or friends, or that somebody that can be able to uplift you and keep you going. That is very important to have that in your corner, and I really hope and pray that you really do. We can get through this, and we're going to always be able to get through this. As again, I thank you all for being here. We have this show just so we can be able to talk about what we're going through. So it can be able to help the next woman or the next man that's going through this, or that's witnessing this, or be able to help whoever that's out there. I'm so thankful and grateful that I'll be able to have this journey going on to be able to help you. I thank you for joining us on this. As always, click and subscribe, or whatever you want to say. Push on the button to subscribe. Y'all just subscribe to my YouTube channel, child. We're trying to get somewhere. We're trying to get to some places. We're trying to get people to know this thing, know these things, and stay on this. I so appreciate you, Odetta, for coming and sharing this part of your life with us. We really appreciate it a lot, like a whole lot. I would say next time, we want you to tune in for our next episode on Sunday, June the 8th. And we will be talking about mood swings, y'all. That right there is a whole nother entity. And my guest for that day will be Kim Collier. And again, I want to thank you, Odetta.
Thank you.
I so appreciate you. I appreciate your time. Time is everything, and it's for you to be able to give that time to me and to these people on air. We so appreciate it. So until then, y'all, be easy.
You tuning in to Funky Disposition, where menopause meets the mood swings.